Kakadosh Boker Tov. We're just continuing with the halachot of Hannuka, Siman Taf Reshaim Bet. It says, Shachach o izid velo idlik im shkiat hachama. We mentioned that the lechatechila time of lighting the nerot of Hannuka is going to be with Tzet HaKochavim. That's what we mentioned. We said, b'diavad, if a person cannot do it by Tzet HaKochavim, they could do it from Plaga Mincha and onwards, but just to make sure that there's going to be a lot of oil in there until it's shetichle regel min hashuk. Maran now says that what happens if a person forgot, or they were mezid and they weren't able to light with the shkiat hachama, which means with the tzedek kochavim. So he says, Malik ve'olecha shetichle regel min hashuk, shumu chatzi shah. He says you could continue lighting for the next half an hour. So he says, why? Because then people are going back and forth, and there's pirsum and isa, and therefore tzarich latil nabashem kedesh shiur im natam bayoter. Now, if you put more than that amount of time, so therefore yachol lechabota leachar she'achar zman, which means this. Let's say I come and I put enough oil to be there for another 2 hours. Now, technically speaking, I already lit it. It's already been the half an hour. So therefore, technically, I could actually come and just turn it off. Why? Because once I've already been mekayem the mitzvah, there's no problem whatsoever. Not only can I turn it off, once after the half an hour, I'm allowed to actually come and to use the light, which means we know that the Ner Chanukah, you're not allowed to use the light. There's a machloket to do with the shamash. Technically, mitzad meikar adin, you're allowed to use the shamash. Some people want to say that even the shamash you shouldn't use as well. However, though, when we're talking about now, right, the entire concept over here, if it already came and it passed the half an hour, now you're allowed to actually use the lights as well. Because now that's it. It's finished the mitzvah, and therefore you could actually come and use it. Now he comes and he says, he comes and he says, if it's malik ve'olech kol halayla. Right? He says, but this is only also a din lechatechila. Why? So it comes out like this. First of all, you have the din of lechatechila. When are you supposed to light? When is supposed to be that time of lighting? Tzet kochavim. After that, you have within the half an hour of that time. After that, you have technically the entire night time. You're allowed to continue going and lighting the entire night. He says, however, though, if avar kol halayla, if the entire night time passed and you did not light, en lo tashlumim. What does that mean, en tashlumim? We don't have that the next day you're going to come and start doing 2 or an extra one. No. The second that you didn't light one of the nerot Chanukah, it already passed the time. Avar zmano batel korbano, and therefore that's it. You do not continue lighting, right? I mean, you're not going to light because of that night that you actually missed.